Okay, guys, so this one's a bit more lighthearted. This guy is one of our viewers, and he asked me, he does help me out with the channel, so this is a bit of a roast for him to help him out, help him improve. Remember, guys, like, comment, subscribe, it helps the channel a lot. And that being said, we're almost at 2,000 subs, and I made a promise at 2,000 subs that I would do a giveaway. It's going to be Ultimate equipment, so stay tuned for that. But it ain't happening until 2000. I would love if we hit that before the end of the year, and if not, so be it. We will do it next year. But that being said, I hope you guys learned something. Let me know what you learned down below. And if you do like this, please let me know. Thank you for watching, as always. Alright, so let's begin the roast of Mr. Achilles. So, first thing, I know you're French grip. And you're fencing a guy who seems relatively tall. And the things I already know about you, since you are one of the more active members in the Discord, is you like to think. And potentially what I'm going to start thinking is that you overthink a little too much. So let's have a look. Right, so you're fencing someone, and they've got already from the beginning, right? You're fencing someone, they have a very wide on guard. That tells me that, just given how he's fencing, just like the level it seems to be, yeah, I don't have to respect his lunge too much, nor his attack. There'll usually be a wind up. See, and look at these feet pattern. Now you yourself, good sir, my goodness, get those legs down. So that's you know, let's start like a sin counter. Sins of Achilleus. Legs too high. Looks are too high. You're kind of prepping here. It looks like you're prepping into 4, or you're just kind of going into. Oh, that was really nice. All right, so let's. So that was a good hit by him, but so far, right? I haven't seen much to get excited about. Like your tips on target, you're not really like. See, like, let's look at your kind of 3-hand motions. You kind of extend. This isn't really going to go anywhere, and anyone in their right mind, I'd be very surprised they showed any reaction to that. Right? See there, oh, you finally got something. So at most, I know that if I go and kind of, you'd have to still be a bit closer to punish. Like, you couldn't even hit the hand if you tried here. But you could get maybe that 6, right? Get the 6, try to hit under. Go a little deeper. So right there, like, let's add that to this encounter. Whoops. And this kind of leads to the other ones. Your legs, like your feints aren't meaningful because your legs can't carry you to them. Right, so you're kind of looking for 4, but it looks like you're just annoyed. Right, he's got a blade on you, but you're not prodding anything. Maybe that 4, like, go get your tip on him. Like, oh man, like, go threaten him. In, out, in, out. So far, it's just a lot of bouncing in the middle. And then see, you're not actually, like, your focus isn't on hitting. Right, so you kind of went in. Yeah, in theory, you were right, but you went in without having that that want. You didn't have that, you didn't feel like you really wanted to hit that, because right away you pulled back. This arm is so dead. Like, get in there. That's better. But it's kind of reactive, right? So you're there. You're kind of he's thinking he can get another cheeky one, and now you're a little bit more ready. But you pump your arm back. But fair enough, right? You're ready. But so far, it's still very, very reactive. You're not really setting up. So let's add that to the sentence. Too reactive. How dare you? Oh, now that's a sin. That's getting at it. Oh man, I'm gonna write you up right to jail. Not ready on the guard line. Right to jail. That's right to jail. Right, so it just kind of started, and you had a bit of a hunch too. Like homie just gave you, like, look at that disrespectful step forward. Look at that. Ready, fence? Boom. He gives you a reverse step. Now he's instantly in distance. When you have a low hand, man, you got to be ready to snap that in, man. Like, you either have a parry, snap the tip in. But not being not ready here is an unforced error. And you're about to be so sad. Oh. Legs not bent. At the very least, if your legs were bent, you could maybe like throw in a retreat. Something. But otherwise, here we are. Ah.
Nice.
Look at that. Now he's sinning. Look at that. This is good. But I feel, right? So granted, you took some initiative. That was on him. That should have been a double.
Nice. Nice.
But look how... Right, look how deep the reactions you're getting. You see, your hand is low. Imagine. Prop it up. Go up to here. His hand is low. He'll probably do 6. And if he doesn't, you just kind of hover there. See what happens. Call him out. Or look at this. I bet you $1 million that his foot's going to plant. His blade goes high. You could probably hit him on the foot. Do a beat hand, right? Something.
Nice.
We take those, but ultimately it's an unforced error by him. Man. Just gonna write this again. And your legs move. What a battle. So nothing too like crazy here, but like I think like you go with boom, you should have hit here. This might be a little technical, so let's go back here. Got my weapon, right? Let's make me a little bit bigger real quick. You're really using your whole wrist to do these actions. Like I'm seeing like I would love to see just a little bit of fingers, right? See, look with the camera. Fingers. Right? Just pinch, and then you can get that riposte in. Or even if the riposte is big, fingers back. This is a French grip sin that we're adding. So let's go back. Use your finger, less wrist. All right, it's a lot of sins. You need to go to church. Keep talking. I like this. This is good, right? You out of distance, nice. Look at that. Look at that feint. Now that draws a reaction. That's something you can work with. Man, this homie stands up when you freak him out. And then we proceed. Ah! But look, we're gonna get another 6 out of him. I see what you did. You went for the drawer pull. Which, drawer pull is good, right? Canon is super good at it. But hits like that, you need you need to kind of tame your opponent into them, right? He doesn't know you're gonna do a feint disengage. He doesn't really know what's about to happen with you. So for me, this kind of draw pull is an absolute gamble, and not really founded on anything, right? Your opponent, you haven't really shown your opponent much, and he has no reason to completely respect what you might do. But you know, we do like highlight reels. You got a double. It's just I'm not sure. I think this is a full bout. Oh my god. God, how dare you? That could have been your point, but you weren't ready. You kind of missed, but at the same time, right, you see, this was like the only real attack one of the only real attacks you did, and right, he didn't really have to, he just kind of reacted and hit you, but like the whole bout, you're just low hand kind of sitting there. Go tease, right? Give him something to look at. Look at my blade, look here, go to the hand, go for the foot, leave, like play with that distance. So we're going to do one more of your bouts. And if people want another part of this, I'm happy to do it. So, let's go on to your next one. Let's kind of speed run it. Oh man, you're just going for it. So, this is a sin for the reason that it's middle of the strip attack. Ski, no info. Like you didn't really have any info, and it's on the guy with good balance. The last thing you want to do on a guy with good balance, especially for me, typically with Americans, is they're usually pretty good at parries. So if you throw yourself at those guys, you are going to classically get outgunned. But I respect the audacity. Oh, now there's something the way we can work with. Okay, see?
Nice.
Okay, I can tell you why he attacked you there, okay? Right? So this is... Come on, go in. Boom, so you tried something. Relatively shallow flick, but it gave him something to put through his computer. The next time he thinks you're going to do it, he decides he wants to call you out. And you're like, look at that. Oh my god, you're a gazelle, dude. Boing, and you just snipe him. A gazelle with an automated sniper for an arm.
Nice.
That was really good. If you did more of that, like a lot of push and pull. I like this. Like this is good. I like seeing more of this. See, you got an 8-6. Guess what? If you get him to do an 8, there's going to be a 6 after. You can work with this. But do you? Good, that's fine, right? You're keeping him on his toes. Compared to last bout, you've truly taken the feedback that I haven't given you. But now it's all arm. Like you're going in. See, lots of legs. We are French grip, my guy. 0% chance we win those. That's going on the sin list. Infighting with French, right? You're going in. You're going in against a guy who you know is stronger than you, and you just kind of like, you try to outgun him. Are you trying stuff? This looks like... Yeah, actually, I really like this. So for anyone watching, right? So, show high, try under. But like, don't flick that show. Like, show them the blade. They need to want to take it so you can go hit under. If you kind of flick a blade in their face, you might as well like be whipping a string at them. There's nothing for them to want to come get. That's good. You redeem yourself, right? So this is good. As soon as the fighting stops or starts, you leave. That's good. Drive that tip in. Ah. So like, this is in like your flicks. So your flicks aren't really preps. And see here, it looks like you want to do a kind of a 1-2, but you're starting too close, right? French grip, French grip, French grip. Right? So and this guy's a pattern too. It's 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. He's there, and that's the good time to go. You're either a little early or too late, right? But you need, right? So ideally, so let's make this bigger. Ideally, you are... See here, if you gave a full extension, you're basically in a lunge distance. All right, where's this front leg going? Nowhere, really. Right? You're way too close. So really, at this distance, you decide you want to go. You're here. Right? The sequence of events is backwards. This front foot should be going forward. You could be in a lunge a bit more stable. But now, guess what? You're off balance and infighting with the guy who we know is stronger than us. Bend your legs. Like, this is not doing much for you. You need to show. There you go. Ah, you're fighting now. Oh boy. And you're strong enough to kind of fight back. So trust work on your lunge. Work on your. See the low here. I feel like I don't. Like you feel like you're showing low. But then by the time you go low, he doesn't really see it. Right? He just kind of retreats and respects it. He does big sweeping 6. That's what he sees. Because that's when you're really wanting to go. You're showing... Your low feint isn't really a feint. It's not threatening. Like, what are you going to do? Unless you have, like, the sickest lunge on earth and your name is Park, you're not going to get it. And he's reacting to what he sees eventually. And you still kind of fight back, but unfortunately... French grip pistol, we don't win that one very often. Aha.
Nice, nice.
That was good. That was a solid parry. You weren't fighting, you were actively parrying him, right? It wasn't one of those. It was close distance. You didn't really touch your blade, and you were able to get a pretty good riposte.
Nice,
That's good.
nice.
So far, a lot of your really good hits have been when you're able to move. Where's this? You use your fingers if you're going to do a pump, but again, this, you didn't, a little faint, but like, you didn't get any info that you should be doing an arm pump here. You just kind of little faint, and he backs up, right? Oof. Doing a, right, someone's backing up. Should I really, am I actually setting up a pump feint here? But you had an idea in mind, and I respect that. So, here are your sins. I'll post them in the comments. And then if you guys kind of like this style, let me know. I'm happy to roast more of you. Alright? So